The Pulse School on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by Saskatchewan Pulse Growers and BASF.
We're joined by Allison Friesen of BASF here just outside Regina, Saskatchewan, and Allison, fungicide season is here for pulses. What are some things to keep in mind to maintain fungicides as a tool in our peas and lentils?
So it's really important in pulses and all crops actually to make sure we're taking a sustainable approach to fungicide use as well as a stewardship. And at BASF we really stand for fungicide stewardship, and you've probably seen our product line over time. We're switching away from that one mode of action into multiple modes of action with the broad spectrum control, so you're getting the diseases of concern but not affecting natural populations, but you're also not target pointing that one disease management standpoint from one mode of action. So when you have multiple modes of action, it decreases the likelihood of developing resistance. And currently we don't have any confirmed cases right now for pea and lentil diseases, but it's one thing that we want to take a proactive approach on and make sure that we don't develop those issues that we're seeing in some of the southern states with corn and soybean diseases. So it's really important to make sure you're assessing, first of all, what disease you have and that you're using the appropriate fungicide for that disease, not just something that's broad spectrum and maybe only has suppression of your disease, because you want to get full control of that disease as well. And you also want to use multiple modes of action so that you're attacking it at different points. So there's different ways that that disease is managed, so it's important. But some of the other things that we see on this sign is labeled rates. We never want guys to cut rates. It's always important to go a full rate because we don't want any escapes, because as soon as you have escapes, that increases your likelihood of that pathogen developing resistance to that fungicide. We also always recommend one app of each chemistry. So if you're doing multiple apps, try to use a different group of chemistry based on what diseases are of concern. And there are multiple available in the market, so it's really important. So if you have early season disease, you can go in with something like Pyraxar and get your ascochyta and your anthracnose. But if you need to come back in later, you can come in with something like a Lance if you do have sclerotinia concerns. So it's really important for that. But one thing that we also need to do is pulse acres are largest years and crop rotations have tightened. We need to keep at least 4 years between each crop so that we're reducing that inoculum load as well as building up that soil profile and avoiding developing such high inoculum loads that we cannot control it with a fungicide. And the last one is also the entire spectrum, which I already touched on. You want to make sure you're attacking the disease with the right chemistry, not just whatever is available to you. It's important to talk to your agronomist, or even just if you're confident yourself, to look at the active ingredients in each of those products and actually utilize them to their fullest.